In a small village nestled at the foot of towering mountains, there lived a boy named Aarav. He came from a family of farmers who lived a simple life. Aarav was an observant child, always intrigued by the intricate ways nature worked. His father, who toiled in the fields daily, often told him, "Success is like planting a seed. You must nurture it with patience, persistence, and care." Despite his father's wisdom, life wasn't easy for Aarav. Their farm struggled due to unpredictable weather, and the family often barely made ends meet. But Aarav carried a spark within a dream to rise above these challenges and bring better opportunities to his family and village. One summer, a devastating storm swept through the village. It destroyed crops, leaving many families destitute. Aarav's family was hit the hardest. Their only source of income was gone. Aarav saw his father's shoulders slump with despair for the first time. That night, as they sat in the dimly lit kitchen, Aarav resolved to change their fate. "I'll do something," Aarav told his father, his voice trembling but determined. "I'll find a way to rebuild and make our lives better." His father gave him a weary smile and said, "Dreams are easy to have, but fulfilling them requires effort and sacrifices. Are you ready for that?" Aarav nodded. He didn't fully understand the depth of his father's words, but he was ready to try. Aarav decided to start small. He borrowed a few books from the village school about modern farming techniques and spent nights studying by candlelight. He learned about crop rotation, efficient irrigation methods, and the potential of organic farming. The villagers, however, mocked his efforts. "Books won't make the rain fall," they scoffed. Undeterred, Aarav began experimenting on a small patch of land. He implemented what he learned and grew vegetables that thrived even with minimal water. Slowly, his success began to catch the attention of others in the village. Farmers, who had once mocked him, started seeking his advice. But Aarav's aspirations didn't stop there. He wanted to expand his knowledge and use technology to make farming sustainable. To do this, he needed money for higher education, which his family couldn't afford. Determined, Aarav moved to the nearby town to work odd jobs. He labored at construction sites during the day and studied at night. He saved every penny, often skipping meals, to ensure he could buy books or save for tuition fees. The days were grueling, but the thought of transforming his family's future kept him going. Over time, his efforts paid off. Aarav managed to secure a scholarship to a prestigious agricultural university. The day he left for the city was bittersweet. His mother wept, while his father handed him a small pouch of seeds. "These are from our farm," his father said. "Carry them as a reminder of where you come from." At the university, Aarav faced a new set of challenges. Coming from a humble background, he struggled to fit in. Many of his peers dismissed him because of his rural origins. Yet Aarav didn't let their attitudes deter him. He threw himself into his studies, excelling in subjects like soil science, climate-resilient crops, and agricultural technology. One day, Aarav came across a competition for innovative farming solutions. The winner would receive funding to implement their idea. Aarav proposed a low-cost irrigation system powered by solar energy, designed for small-scale farmers. He worked tirelessly, often skipping sleep, to refine his project. When the day of the presentation arrived, Aarav was nervous but prepared. He stood before the judges, explaining how his solution could revolutionize farming in water-scarce areas. His passion and clarity impressed the panel, and Aarav won the competition. With the prize money, Aarav returned to his village. Armed with knowledge and resources, he began transforming the local farms. He taught villagers modern techniques and helped install solar-powered irrigation systems. Crops flourished, and the once struggling community began to prosper. But Aarav didn't stop there. He established a cooperative, enabling farmers to pool resources and sell their produce directly to markets, cutting out middlemen. He also set up a small school to teach children about sustainable farming, ensuring that future generations could carry forward his vision. Over the years, Aarav's efforts garnered attention beyond his village. He was invited to international conferences to share his story and ideas. Despite his success, Aarav remained humble, always crediting his achievements to the resilience of his village and the lessons his father had taught him. One evening, as Aarav walked through the fields with his father, now aged but proud, he pulled out the pouch of seeds his father had given him years ago. He planted them in a corner of the farm. "These seeds remind me that everything starts small," Aarav said, "but with care and perseverance, it can grow into something extraordinary."